coffee good, y'all. I don't know what I did. This is my chill mode. Hi, Miss Scott. Good morning today. Happy Thursday. Good morning, Miss Woods. Y'all, my glasses right over there. I just need to reach over there and get it. I'll get them in a minute. Good morning. How y'all doing? Man, I'm put my glasses. And I gotta clean them off. Y'all, when I say my crabs, they were good, but they was so disappointing. Hey, Miss Kelly, they was, oh my God, my crabs disappointed me so bad. So bad, so bad. Can't see nothing. My crabs disappointed. I see you. Yes, I got my coffee, and guess what, Miss Scott? The coffee is good. Hey, Miss Wayne, amen. Yes, the coffee is good, but my crabs was not, how can I say, how you want something so much, and then when you get it, it's not what you want. You're not as satisfied. Man, I was not really satisfied. I was like, the crabs was okay, but they weren't bomb. Like, y'all know when I know to get my crabs, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Hey, Ryan, my crabs is really, really, really good. No, they wasn't really, really, really good. They was just okay. They was just okay. And the rest of them that I had in the freezer, I threw them away too. I threw them away because I got the shake. Ain't nothing in them. I don't want to open no crabs, and they not, ain't nothing in them. And it was a disappointment. But they were, I did get my little craving on that I had for, but I wish they could have been better. So I don't think I'm gonna order again, or I might don't go to Captain White's again. I don't know. I don't know, but it wasn't. It didn't give me, girl, you eating your crabs. Yes, you finally got your crabs. No, it wasn't that. It was like, you got your crabs. They okay. And then a lot of them was like mushy. I had one was real, it was nice and fat, but it was so mushy and I couldn't even eat it. Y'all, I'm sitting here chilling. It was so mushy, so I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat like I wanted. Couldn't eat it like I wanted. Hey, Reese. Mm, couldn't eat it like I want. Today is Thursday. Today is what? Today is the Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. So I'm just like, I have a lot to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is the tomorrow. Tomorrow is, hey Andrea. Tomorrow is, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow Friday. Tomorrow is the 8th. I gotta take two to the. I take my brother to the doctor tomorrow. Saturday morning I take my son to get his hair cut. But tomorrow, what I'm supposed to, I'm supposed to be doing something for my son tomorrow, y'all. I can't think what it is. He'll tell me. He'll tell me. I know he said he was washing the clothes today. Did I have any dark clothes? I was like, nope. I have no dark clothes. I don't know. I got something to do tomorrow. I don't know what it is. I know next week I took a week off looking for places. Today I ain't set up. I got 4 appointments tomorrow to look at some houses. And when I say when I look at them online, they're not the best looking houses, but they were in our areas. And they got their, oh my God, Jesus. They don't have central air. And the reason why I say they don't have central air because they got them old ones. Don't y'all know the old heaters? But they're like, you gotta bleed them. He said, "What the fuck is up with your look? This is what it is, and you have to bleed them. Like two of the places I'm going to, I look at when you look at the pictures, you gotta bleed them. I don't do that. I can't do that. I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to go, but I said I'm just gonna go just to look at it. I'm just gonna go and just look at it because I want to be gone by September, no later than October. Like, and I'm like, I hate from Florida. Oh, y'all. You know, me and Tony birth. I don't want to change the subject. 'Cause I don't know if she want me to tell nobody, but we got plans. We got some. We have a lot of plans. She said, I'm glad you got my like. She said, I'm glad to meet you. Okay, thank you. Is this the first time you called me live? What I was gonna say, me and Tony got some plans, and she was just looking at me like, I really want you to go. And I remember like last year we supposed to went to Atlanta for my cousin. We looked out our tickets. She said, yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. And we look at our tickets, and thank you. I like the fact they said New Life Journey is a beautiful name. What a message to put into the world. Thank you so much. My mother, my sister, I about to say my mother must be talking about me, Lord Jesus. My sister thought of that name, but we was talking last night, and I told myself, I said, Tanya, I said, I really do want to go. Because she planned some trips, and she want me to go. And I said, Tanya, I really do want to go. I do, because I was telling her, I said, I still got my New York ticket. And I was like, and it's non-refundable. And I said, I can always call and use my ticket to go to New York. Like that, right? But I said, I wasn't going to spend the night there. I was going to stay there, but I was like, if you go, I spend the night. So two of my girl cousins, they was like, they going to let me know because they might go up there with me. I said, sure. I said, but I'm going on my birthday. Like I said, my birthday on the 12th. I said, I want to be on the train on that 12th. I want to be on the train. And they was like, cool. But Tanya want to go. But Tanya said she goes. She wants to stay the day. And I was telling her, I don't want to drive. I want to get on the. I want to get on the Amtrak and catch a, a train. I want to try a New York train. I heard they got rats and all types of stuff. My cousin was like, no, we gonna catch an Uber, Lyft, or whatever. But I want to try that, and I know I'm not gonna be there. If I spend a night, I would love to spend a night, but she don't know if she gonna be able to spend a night, and I want to just go. I don't want to be in DC. Like New York is a different place. That's a different place. I'll be there. And then I was telling her how I looked. She had me look at my schedule again. I looked at my schedule. I said, I don't know what these people doing with this schedule, but it's not right. They need to get it together because I said, you got a person. I got one class. I don't even know what day it is on it. I was just looking at. I don't know what day. They said rats on the tree. That's what they say, but I don't know. And I know I heard a lot of people be down in the tunnel singing live and stuff, and I just wanted to see a New York because I always wanted to go to New York, and I always wanted to get on that train. But yeah, they did say that. They did say that. I don't know. But what else I saying? I was telling her that yeah, what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And she was telling me what she wanted to do for her birthday because her birthday's at the end of the month. So one of my cousins was talking about going. Her birthday's in October. Then it was who was on the. It was Juliet, my cousin Bink, me and Tanya, and my other cousins. We texted her for all of us. I did. I heard it had some large rest, but I'm like, I can't be scared. I can't be scared. So that's what we was talking about. And I told her, I said, look, I don't know what you doing. I said, I know for sure. If I don't have no money, I know I do got a one-way ticket. A round trip ticket to New York. I said I would take it. But the ticket was only like $96. I'm gonna say $100. And I don't know when I book it, do I might have to add on more to it? I'm trying to figure out because when I bought it a while ago, and then it was a special when I bought it, and then the train was leaving like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to figure out when I go repurchase the ticket, do I have to add more money to or what? So I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna wait till I get some more money and I'm gonna and figure it out because I'm leaving. And I said I don't care if it's a school day or what. I don't care if I'm gone. I'm gone. And I said that whole weekend I'm partying and I wanna I know I'm gonna tell you like I told my son. I said I could party for one, I could party for 2 days. The third and fourth day, I got to sleep because I'm not as young as I used to be. No, 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 no. Okay. The airline tickets that we have is for Southwest. It's four of us, and we have airline tickets for Southwest, and it was a round trip, and I think each ticket was like $300. So we have. Juliet said they still good. She said that was for Southwest. I don't even want to think about that yet because I know I don't have no money to go nowhere like fly on a plane. Even though the trip fly, I'm going out of town. I'm gonna have to pay for the airline ticket. I don't have money for that. I'm not even gonna think about that yet. I'm not even working yet. I'm not even gonna think about that. But I know I got my ticket in New York. I don't have to go there and spend a night. And I know if I go to New York, I don't have no money. If I had $200 just to, and that's not including drive. At least I can go. I can walk to different places. They got free places in there I can go to, and just say I've been in New York, and I'm okay with that. As long as I'm not in D.C. As long as I'm not in D.C. That's what I'm gonna say. As long as I'm not in D.C. Look at my hair. Ooh, I'm sorry. My hair do look kind of crazy though. It need to get dyed and all that. It do need to get dyed. But as long as I'm not in D.C., I'm okay with that. That's my whole thing. As long as I'm not in D.C., I don't care. And y'all know my son. We got to talk about this boy. He's still mad with me because I refuse to cook. But Times Square, yeah, he's still mad at me, y'all, because I refuse to cook. Guess what? He cooked something to eat last night. I said, can you make me some? He said, Mom, I want to answer. I don't tell you that. What'd he do? He fixed me something to eat. It wasn't nothing but a sandwich, but it's the point. He did it. Because what we're not going to do is not feed me. And I had to break it down to him again. Y'all I know this boy tired of me talking. He said, Mom, why you keep throwing out that you about to be 55? I said, because I think you forget. I think you forget. Just be mindful of the fact that you will be. I don't know what that is. Okay, what was nice? It said that was nice. Yeah, it was nice, but I'm tired of y'all. Like literally, I'm tired of cooking. Like I don't want to cook. Like if I don't have to cook, I don't want to cook. Like I'm tired of cooking. Tanya cook all the time because she does that for her channel. So she gonna always feed her kids. And I try to tell him, you can't compare me to your Aunt Tanya. Your Aunt Tanya cook for her channel, so she got always cook. I'm not cooking. I don't always have to cook. So he got the chicken out today. So today is teaching Tyreek how to fry chicken. And I'm gonna tell you, like I told him, he said he don't want to air fry. So I got everything that he need. I'm gonna see my brother tomorrow. I'm making him some. Okay, let me finish talk about Tyreek. So then I get back to Tutu. I got the vinegar and I got the chicken out. The chicken be thrown out. So he said around 4 o'clock, I'm gonna teach him how to fry chicken. So that's the first thing we're gonna work on is frying chicken. He know how to put it in the air fryer. He said he don't know how to clean because I normally clean it for him. So he's gonna clean it. He's gonna season it, and I gotta get him some gloves. He don't want to taste the meat. He don't want to have his bare hand. And I told him you can't use the same gloves that you wash dishes with because he has gloves that he washed. You know them yellow gloves that you wash dishes with. He used them to wash dishes with because when he wash dishes, he got to put gloves on because you have to put bleach in my dishwater and he don't like bleached and you got to do that. So he wear gloves. So I told him the same meat, the same gloves you cook with. I mean, you wash dishes with, you can't clean your chicken with. So I'm gonna be ordering some gloves for him before he can cook that. So his first meal to learn how to cook is fried chicken. We're doing fried chicken. Tutu, I take him to the doctor tomorrow. I'm making him some Rotel dip. I got his Doritos here. I got everything that he wants. I'm making him a big old thing of Rotel dip. He been crying for that. But it's going to be turkey Rotel dip. And y'all, I'm only using 2 cans of Rotel. I'm got some tomatoes. I'm going to put it, no, she said no, no bleach. No, I gotta have bleach. I put bleach in my when I wash dishes, and I'm making I have regular tomatoes that I'm gonna let boil, take the skin off, and smush it up in there. I'm trying not to. I really don't want to give him a lot of cans, so I'm gonna do his rotel dip a little different. Putting I got cheese, but I'm not putting a lot of the cheese in it. I'm putting what is it? Fat-free cheese in it, and I'm putting cream cheese in it. But I got low-fat cream cheese. So when I make it, I'm gonna try to make it a little different so he can have it and enjoy it. Cause he really ain't supposed to have all that. And you know, when I was looking, it's a lot that goes in it, and I'm gonna make him a nice little bowl so he can have with him. He said, "Your food be fried." I thank you, but I swear to God, I don't like cooking. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna teach you. That's what I'm cooking tonight. Yeah, I gotta cook it tonight. Cause this dude told me, I told him I was gonna cook it tonight. He told me he wanted fresh. I said, one apartment. That's the one apartment. Yes, it is. I wish I had a crop house. And that's man, y'all just don't know. I gotta talk about. I'll talk about that in a minute. Cause once y'all say something, I'm reading comments. Y'all make me lose conversation. Yes, I'm tired of cooking. I'm tired. I'm like really tired. And every time he asks me, I say I'm 55. I'm about to be 55. He said, "Mom, for some reason, I think you 52." I said, "Yeah, in your mind, you 52. I'm 52, but yeah, I never find." Oh, you making some cash for me? You said make me some cash for. Oh, you want some cash for? I don't know. I cook it real good. Yeah, but you know what? This gonna actually be me and Tyreek first time really in the kitchen. Like this gonna be our first time. This is gonna be our first time, and I'm like, I'm kind of scared because my son, he's a Leo. Love my son to death. I love him to death. But them Leos, they just be, oh God, they just do the utmost. Them Leos is, you can't tell them nothing if they doing something wrong. And I'm a Virgo, and I figured you could tell me some of these Leos, they think they know everything, everything. So yeah, and the thing is, I gotta have patience. I'm trying my best to have patience to teach them how to do this. And when I say I already know it's gonna go the way he wants it to go because that's all he kept talking about. Make sure you get my gloves. Make sure you get my gloves because I don't want to touch the chicken without no gloves. And then he told me, then I'm tired of eating chicken. I said, every time I turn around, you don't eat this no more. You don't eat this. So like I'm like, she said because we do, and yeah, you must be Leo. And when I say they are, and y'all can't tell this dude nothing. He swear he remember everything. And I just be looking at him like, okay, okay. Now the other day, I set up here and record him about you had Swiss Leos and yes, I do. I have several. I have four. I have four and all their birthday. I have four, but I know 70. I know 70 of and all of them attitudes are different. I know seven, and all of them different. And all their birthdays right behind each other. Hey, DC Cool, like, all their birthdays right behind each other. And when I say they get on my nerves, I mean, I love them to death. Let me get that. I just, that they just so, you can't tell them nothing. And it just like, dude, the other day I recorded him. He said, Mom, you keep getting water out the refrigerator and you don't put it back. I looked at him and said, Tyrese, I took out a water. I put three back. I put one in the freezer and two in the bottom. It was one at the bottom. He was like, Mom, it's all gone. Guess what? I'm going to tell you how I got him. I sat back and recorded him after that. I ain't do nothing. He ain't doing no more that day. But every time he got up and got a water, I started recording him. I sat back and recorded him. So late last night, he said, Mom, here you go again. You ain't putting up water. Guess what I did? I said, look, I pulled up my little recorder. I said, this you. I showed me walking in behind him the third time. I said, this is me putting water in here because Tyreek took all the water out. I'm putting water in, and I put one in the freezer and put it down the bottom, and I showed it to him. Because what we're not going to do is say you didn't do it, and I'm looking dead at you, and he be like, Mom, I know your memory. You're not going to keep getting me with my memory. I know I got messed up memory, but you're not going to keep getting me with my memory. Okay, so guess what? I'm recording. When it comes to water and certain stuff, I'm start recording it because this dude be make me think I'm losing my mind. Cause he said he don't forget nothing. Yeah, okay. But guess what? When I showed him that, what he do? He started laughing. Yeah. Okay, Mama caught you. And I filled it up. He gonna say, "Oh, Mom, that was just one time." I said, "Okay." He gonna do it again. Me and him had this thing going back and forth about water. I like cold water, so I always stick me one in the freezer, and I always put two at the bottom. I always do two, three at a time. Yeah, and that's why I recorded him. And when he seen the recording, I showed them all six of the recordings. Because I'm tired of him saying he don't forget. He said, send me some hot water cornbread. I don't know how to make that. I'm tired of him saying that it's not him and blaming me. I'm tired of it. He blamed me for everything. And I said, I'm just start recording stuff. And so now he told me I gave him his birthday money and all that. He said, Mom, I'm not asking you for nothing else. Guess what? I made him send it in a text. He's not asking me for no money and nothing till October. I made him send me a text and I made him record. Mom, I won't ask you for no more money until October. I don't care if he come and say he want me to buy him a soda. You gotta pay me. I'm not buying nothing. So guess what? I said there. He was mad, but he did it. He did it because I can't do that. I'm tired. I'm literally tired, and I'm tired. I'm just like I'm over it. Like love my son to death, but I'm just I want to call her. Yeah, I need to be wrong because my sister I don't even know. I I I didn't really hear about it until I started watching videos. I'm not into. She said that's what you gotta do because guess what he'll say. I never told you that. No, he'll do a text. That I want his voice. I want him to see. So as soon as he asks me for something, I'll bring him here. Huh? Here you go. You're 20. My thing is, love my son to death. You're 21. I'm trying to cut back my responsibilities. I'm just trying to cut back my responsibilities. I'm just like when I told you I have not been cooking. Not for him. I've been cooking for me. I've been cooking for me. Thank you. He said he loved my well, I've been cooking for me lately. And I ain't been cooking for him. Last time he ate, he said, Mom, what you eating for dinner? I just looked down and he went in the kitchen. I started hearing stuff move around. Guess what? He fixed him something to eat. I said, you didn't ask me. What'd he do? He went right back in there and fixed me something to eat. I'm not doing that. I can't and I don't mind doing it once in a while. But every time you hungry, you're not gonna come here and say, Mom, what's for dinner? Sit on the side of the couch, hold a conversation all the time. You want some food. Yeah, and don't blame me for I can't do that. I am done. I'm done. And you know, we keep throwing up in my face. Aunt Tanya cook every day. Grandma used to cook every day. I said, Grandma was cooking and feeding y'all. Tanya cooking every day because she got a channel to cook for. I said, I don't have to cook for nobody. I don't have to cook for nobody. And I love the fact I don't have to cook for nobody. Yeah, I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to dye it myself and go to and let them put some twists in it. Because I got a lot of new growth. And I actually got my dye in here. I actually got the dye over there. I just ain't put I ain't put it up. Fat brown is good for you. It's about time. I've been saying it for the longest time. For the longest time. But y'all, I guarantee y'all, when 5:30, 6 o'clock come, when it's time to cook this chicken, watch that I have a 19-year-old and a 4-year-old. I know that's right. Watch when that time comes, he gonna be like, Mom, you gonna do it? I'm telling y'all, I'ma stand right beside him. I'ma get lukewarm water because the chicken already thrown out. And I'ma tell him, I'ma say, pull this in here. Put the vinegar in it because I got the vinegar in everything. Let it sit for a little while. Put your gloves on. Start picking the heads off. Start seeing slime and stuff. I said you can use the scissors and everything. I'm going through. I know that's right. Oh, don't even talk about breaking stuff though, but I don't my air conditioning doing I don't even have it on because I haven't been like it been cool because the weather been she said I'm 59 with a 2-year-old. Oh, okay. Bless you. Bless you. I wouldn't 59 with a 2-year-old. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My AC is okay, but it's been really nice outside. Like yesterday was 72. I had no need to turn my AC on. I had my fan on and it was just really cool and I calm collected. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I told you I got 4 houses set up for next week to go see. All them houses, they look, 2 of them look run down. They look like they written these houses out, but they don't want to fix them up. Like I'm not. Let me say this: they fixed some of the house. The 2 houses I'm gonna look at, they fixed up like the kitchen's up to date. One of the house, the kitchen's up to date. Upstairs in the bathroom is old. They updated the kitchen, but the bathroom is old. They still got that black and white panel. I don't like. They still got the messed up radiators. I don't like. And I'm like, why? But I'm gonna go look at them, just looking at them, just looking. And I already got in my mind I ain't going that way. And the second one, they got old stove. It's not up to date. They got an old stove. Everything is in it is so old. And then they got these colors. Like it's not green. I'm trying to think of the when I when I was looking at it, it's green, but it's not green. And I'm looking at these, like, why? And they wonder why they been on the markets all this. Ain't nobody. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do. I can't do. I can't do nothing. It's just I'm gonna do it because I'm putting up contents for y'all, and it's in the same area that I'm going to look at a house that I really like. So that's the only reason. And both of them on two ones. And hold up, two is on a Tuesday and two is on a Wednesday because it's three all together. The kitchen is, thank you. And y'all, and the kitchen is the most important part. And then I'm talking about I don't want to cook, but if you have a good kitchen, it will make you want to cook more. It make you want to cook. Like the other day, I cooked. My son said when I cooked Sunday night, he said, "Mom, you in a good mood." I said, "I want to cook." If you have a nice kitchen, you got that nice atmosphere, you gonna want to cook. But if you had that kitchen, that atmosphere, you don't want to cook. I don't. I have a place over my head. I love. I had somewhere to live, but my kitchen don't make me want to cook. Yes, it does. My kitchen don't make me want to cook. I go in there cook because I have to cook. I don't want to cook. My last kitchen that I was in, it was an alright kitchen, but it wasn't absolutely what I want because I had no room. I had never had to the point that I had a kitchen that I could just free around. Now my sister, she always had that, and I love that about her kitchen. Her kitchen's always been open concept, and I love it. But me, I have never had that. All my kitchen's been small, and it's like if you don't have that to make you want to do something, you're not going to do it. Like my sister always tell me, "Oh, I told her what I got to cook for my son." My son food Tuesday because I asked her to cook it. She said, I got to order. She doing a pre-prep for my uncle his food. Yeah, the space. So I was telling her what I cook, and I was trying to get her to cook it, y'all. I was just trying to make my son stuffed chicken. She was like, "What do you want?" And I was telling her, I said, "He want macaroni cheese." I said, "Well, he want lots of macaroni cheese." I said, "He want some asparagus," and I said, "He want a cake." And I was like, "Can you make the macaroni cheese and the cake for me?" And she said, "When?" I said, "Tuesday," because he don't want it till Tuesday. Man, she said she got a order. She has two orders in. She can't do it. She was like, "Take your time and do it and record." I said, "I can't record where? Ain't nowhere to record. Y'all barely can see when I cook, when I eat. It's no room." I said, "It's no room." She said, "Well, put it in the two." I said, "It's no room." And I said, when it gets to the point, it get crowded because I like to wash dishes and clean up. I get, yeah, I get upset because I want to be able to wash my dishes while I clean, and I don't like stuff in my way, and I don't like stuff touching certain things, and it gets me. I get mad. I don't even. Y'all might don't see it, but I be mad. Time I get on my live, I be doing my dishes, and I be like, I don't like clutter. She said, "Take your time." It's like y'all just don't know. It's like and then I have to take a lot of stuff and put on my micro on my wash machine because my countertop is the stove and this little bitty countertop and I have my dishes here. There's nowhere to really do anything. I had that house with a real old kitchen, old brown appliance, and it made me depressed and it unmotivated me to. And that's what I'm talking about. And I don't want to feel like that when I cook. But I gotta find that. Hey, Fuller, I gotta find that. And that's one of the things I'm looking for when I'm looking for these places. The first thing come to my head, hey, Star. The first thing come to my head is what I am looking at the kitchen. I'm looking for the kitchen, and I got to because my kitchen, and I'm not even tripping off the size of the bedrooms. I said the only thing I really want is a basement and a kitchen. And I want the basement so I can throw my son in the basement. I ain't even lying, y'all. I want to throw him in the basement. I always prepare I always like get all my tools out and everything. Oh, so you must never seen me live. When I do my live or cook, I always, if I got onions, I cut, put stuffs in the bowls and put everything out and do that. But for still, it just don't work out for me. I need space. I need space. I need space. I really do. But I'm prepared for the only thing I swear the only thing I'm looking for is a basement and a nice kitchen. I ain't worried about nothing else. But the houses I'm going to see, when I say they got some messed up colors, I said I've been and went in there and started painting. Asked the people, can I paint? I think the people lived in it and painted and they didn't paint it back. I don't know. But when I look at them, I'm like, okay, no, She said, come out to Virginia. Oh, I don't want to live in Virginia. Look, you sound like my sister trying to convert me to kind of Maryland. I'm going to tell like, I'm DC Kool-Aid, I'm going to tell you like this. I go to school. DC pay me to go to school. I get to go to school for free, and I get money back. That's what DC do for me. I can't leave DC. They pay for my school. If I go to school, I live in Maryland or Virginia, I have to pay to come over to DC to go to school. The program I'm coming to is in DC. Oh, the program that I'm going to for my housing is in DC. After my 1 year, if I want, I can move in Maryland, Virginia, but I wouldn't do that because I want to stay based in DC. But thank you for the invite. Thank you for the invite. She said, but yeah, okay. What is I talking about? No, it's not called DMV. Is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I live in Washington D.C. The D is for Washington D.C. The M is for Maryland, and the V is for Virginia. So when people say they from DMV, I'm not from DMV. I'm from Washington D.C. I'm not from Maryland or Virginia. I'm from Washington D.C. It is cheaper to live in Maryland and Virginia, but they don't offer good. A lot of people don't know DC offer. I tell y'all this all the time. DC offers so much benefits that people don't really take advantage of. When I see kids who don't know, man, I always tell them. When I used to be in my Uber, kids get in there, so I tell them about the jobs, talking about where they can go, what they could do, and they be like, "Oh, my mother didn't tell your mother might didn't know." Ain't nothing wrong with not knowing. You finding out, you do it. Yeah, DC gives you the best benefits, everything. They expensive, but DC is the best. She said, I live in all three places, but I'm from DC. Okay, but if you from DC, yeah. If you was born in DC, you a DC resident. You live, yeah. I'm not from Virginia. So I gotta stay here, like it's more benefit. But I know them houses I'm going, it's so expensive to live in DC rather than it is very expensive, but guess what? Maryland is so much cheaper because they don't offer you nothing. They don't offer you nothing. They don't like they do have programs, but they programs is not they not programs not better than DC. Let me say that. Let me say that because I have looked into Maryland programs. I have a cousin who live in Maryland and told me about her program, but their programs not as good as DC programs. Only thing is they you can live there cheaper, but their programs not as good as DC. DC got one of the best programs out of Maryland and Virginia. They got one of the best programs, and then they have more. And then yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I first had my son, I'm gonna say I had Tyreek in 2004. I went on maternity leave. I was on maternity leave. And I was living in Maryland at the time. I think I lived in Maryland for like not that long. I don't think I lived in Maryland for a long time. I think I was staying with Tanya. I can't remember you educating us because it was August. No, they not. Um, and I think I was living with Tanya more. I can't remember. No, I wasn't living in Tanya. I was living in. I can't think of that place I was living in, and I wasn't working. So I was getting my money. I had leave and all that, and I had just started working. I went to go get some food stamps. Let me remind you, I used to be a nurse assistant. Merlin wanted to give me $12. They wanted to give me $12 food stamps because I was working, even though I was on maternity and I ain't having much income coming in. My rent was like seven something because it was in 2004. My rent was like seven something. I was living in Maryland, and I was like, okay. I told her last, I don't want that $12. I think it was 12 cents. It was something. It was enough to buy milk and bread. Put it like that. It was enough to buy milk and bread back in the day. And I was like, no part of it. I didn't wind up getting it. So my cousin was like, Tia, use my address. I used my cousin's address. I was able to get food stamps. I was able to get food stamps for 6 months. It was for 6 months because my rent and everything was included. So when I got my little check, my rent was $8 something. It was just enough to pay my rent. And I didn't have money for food. And I had WIC, so I was getting Tyreek milk. I was off work for 6 months, but I didn't stay the whole 6 months off of work. I only stayed, I think it was 2 months off of work, and I went back. Because all my leave had ran up and all that. And they didn't, and back then, we had a union, but they didn't really give you when you have a baby leave and all that. So yeah, I went right over to DC, used my cousin's address, was able to get food stamps. When I was in Maryland, they wanted to give me $12, and I put in the same information. Only difference is my cousin had to write a letter saying I live with her. That's it, and it didn't show up. And because when Maryland gave me that, I denied it. I said I didn't want it. I didn't want to. When I left the office, I told the lady I don't want it. I don't want that. What $12 going to do me? But as soon as I went to DC, guess what? I was able to get it. I was able to get it. So yeah, I got it for 6 months, went back to work, and that was it. And I was able to get my insurance. And Tyreek had his father insurance, my work insurance at the same time, and Medicaid insurance. But the Medicaid one, when it expired, I let it go because I had insurance with my job in nursing. I was able to get him free insurance, and he had insurance underneath his father because his father was paying child support. Yeah, he been paying child support since I was little. I don't play that. And that's what I said, child support. Anyway, so yeah, DC offer you too much. Far as that, like, like if somebody like, okay, let me say this. How can I put this? You could just lose your job. Try to go with what's Plan B? Oh, Plan B. I don't know what's Plan B. It's good. It's good. You were thinking. Yeah, I would. My cousin thought about that. She was the one that said, "Won't you do this and do?" And that's what I did. And that's what I was doing. And I was able to get food time. Because guess what? That was just enough to pay my rent, pay my phone bill, and that was it. I had no other money. And then at the time, I had a car note. My Uncle Fest was paying my car note. My Uncle Fest was paying my car note. Y'all know about Uncle Fest. He was paying my car note. Oh, y'all, we were just talking about, Miss Fuller, we were just talking about, man, Tony said, I was just thinking about coming over your house. And she said, I just kept thinking about the ride. I said, every time I come to your house, I think about the ride. We live far. And I'm about to move further away. I'm about to move further away. She's in Maryland. I'm about to move further away from her. That's real good. That's real good. Now, when my son was in school, they gave me $189 when he was in school. I would get that a month because I had an income. I'm saying you had to plan B. Oh, okay. Didn't give up. Yeah, I never give up. Y'all know. I don't be trying, man. I try to work it out. Try to work out. But you know what? When I was about to say something, y'all. I got to get my train of thought. I started reading comments. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I get. Um, I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. It is what it is. You know I forgot. It's okay though. And I want some more coffee, y'all, because I ain't had no coffee yesterday. Yeah, it's time. I think I'm gonna do my hair this weekend. Yeah, you know what? Oh, never give up. Yeah, I don't because one thing I had learned, love you to death, mom. One thing I have learned when I was younger, and I was just telling this to my son because I was telling. Okay, let me back up. I never gave up. Would never do that. This is what I'm gonna say. Yesterday, my son was upset. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was he upset because she said it's 8:30 p.m. here. I'm enjoying this. Thank you. And in New York is the word. I gotta start reading comments from it. Let me finish. My son was like, he said, "Mom, since I got older, I want to go get me some more coffee." He said, "Mom, as I got older, I noticed things don't go like they want." He said, "Mom, I used to have the bomb birthdays and this and this and this and that." And I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Mom," he said, "every time my birthday come in for the past 3 years, things been happening." And we was sitting around, because you know me and my son talk all the time. I said to Alfred, he said, Mom, why you don't, he said, what I say to him? I said, I ain't always had the best birthdays. He said, Mom, every time your birthday come, you say you have a good time. I said, because I'm grown. I have to tell you that you're my child. If I don't have a good time on my birthday, what I supposed to tell you? Oh, I'm not happy on my birthday. I'm not doing this on my birthday. She said, I'm dying my head sending. Okay. I said, why would I tell you I'm not enjoying my birthday? I said, Tyreek, I'm about to be 55 years old. I don't want to be here on my birthday. I want to be somewhere enjoying myself. I said, on my 50th birthday, I didn't get do nothing because it was COVID. On my 49th birthday, I got to go out, but I was still in D.C. I said, we as parents, we're not going to tell you what we're going through, how we feeling. That's not what we're supposed to do. It'd be unfair for me to tell you that I haven't enjoyed my birthday. I had never really had a birthday that I could say I was able to do what I want to do in a long time. I said, parents don't do that. We're going to make sure you enjoy yourself, and we're going to pretend like we having a good time on our birthday. What we want you to do, stress out about what we're not doing on our birthday? I said, that'd be unfair for you. I said, that'd be unfair for me to do that. He said, so, Mom, you going to tell me you didn't have fun last year? I said, I had a good time, but that's not what I wanted to do. I had a good time and I made the best out of it, but that's not what I want to do. I said, every year you do what you want to do. I make sure you do what you want to do on your birthday. Because when I was young, I didn't have that. I only had 2 birthdays ever in my life, and my Aunt Lestine gave it to me. So, yeah. I said, no, I would never tell you I'm unhappy on my birthday. I said last year on my birthday I had a good time. That ain't what I want to do. This year on my birthday I might don't get to do what I want. But what I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm not enjoying. I'm gonna enjoy it because I have to make the best of it. I have to. But I said, oh, a real birthday for me this year will really make me happy. It's not to be here in D.C. Be somewhere enjoying myself. I said, but if it don't happen, guess what? I gotta make the best out of it. I ain't gonna come crying to you and telling you I ain't get to do what I want. That'd be unfair to me. I said, parents don't do that. Parents not gonna tell their child when they not really getting what they want. I said, parents gonna sit back and let their child enjoy themselves and let that be that. And he just looked at me like, Mom, I never knew that. I said, because it's not for you to know. It's for you to enjoy your life. You always had a good birthday. You always did it. And I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. I am really okay with it. She said, I don't because that's my money. So, yeah, I had to let him know. My ideal birthday is not to be here. Be somewhere else. And I told him I've been different places, but I ain't really been where I want to really go. I have. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Jamaica, and I want to go to Bahamas. If I go to them 3 places, I'm good. I'll be sad. You want to hear me say nothing. If I get to go to them 3 places before I leave this earth, you will never hear me complain about nothing. Because them the 3 places I want to go to. But I didn't tell him that. But I told him that about how what I wanted to do. But so yeah, and he just looked at me. And he said, I'm up here complaining because my shirt didn't come. I said, you're not complaining. They said they delivered your shirt. And guess what time they came? About 10:30 last night. Delivering his shirt. He was so happy. Delivering his shirt. Yeah. 10:30 at night. Yeah, and I would never tell them that. So, yeah, me as a parent, I don't, that's what I want to do. And if I wind up not going to New York, yeah, I'm going to be upset. Yeah, I'm going to be mad. But I got a round ticket. I got a round ticket. I just gotta make sure it's gonna be the same price, or I might have to add money to it, or I might just can't spend a night up in New York. I might just have to spend a day up there. At least I'm not here in Washington D.C. I might not be where I want to be, but I'm not here in D.C. So that'll be a plus. That would be definitely a plus for me. And a lot of people might don't understand it, but yeah, I had to break it down to him like you got more stuff than most people ever had. I said you always had a birthday. Always. And you always got what you want. You always got your money. I said me as a kid, love my mom to death. I had 2 birthdays in my life. And my Aunt Lestine did that for me. I never had a birthday besides that. Never had a birthday besides that. I didn't always get nothing on my birthday. I was like, you always get something on your birthday. That was not for me. When I was 17 years old, I left home and I did what I wanted to do. From 17 on, and I did stuff on my birthday, but it was never what I want because I ain't had money like that. Then I didn't have education like that. I had jobs, but I had these these now I had Kentucky Fried Chicken, Jaws, Heckinger, Jaws doing wood and all that. I had CVS job. I had them was my first main job was Kentucky Fried Chicken when I was 17. My other job, and I lasted forever. After I started there, I dropped out of school, of course, and I started working at Heckinger warehouse. If anybody know DC know about Heckinger warehouse, we used to sell the wood there. I worked there. I worked here, then went up there. I had a full time and a part time job. I made sure I did. She said my first job was Wednesdays. I know that's right. And I worked at McDonald's before now. The McDonald's up there on what is that McDonald's? The McDonald's up northwest. And where is it at? McDonald's up there in it's uptown. It's up there. It's up there in the corner. It's still there, but yeah, Kentucky was my first job. Yeah. And I moved out when I was 17. And ever since then, it's been all about me. I'm like, nah, I'm about to be 55, 5. I ain't got time. It's all about what I want to do. So that's why I got to get him. He going to be cooking today. If he don't cook today, he won't eat. And then it's another thing. He told me start buying stuff that he cooks. So he probably making a list out for me stuff that he want to learn how to cook. And we'll do together. And I told him the hard stuff, you go to your Aunt Tanya. Because I don't do that. I could do the chicken, and I know he's not gonna do fish because he don't like how fish smell. He don't like how fish smell, so he's not gonna do fish. I know he'll do the salmon because he loves salmon, and he'll do. He always cook bacon and eggs. That's no problem. But as long as he know how to learn how to cook chicken, macaroni, cheese, and salmon, I'm good because he could throw hamburgers in there, and he know how to cook the little patties, and I'm gonna teach him how to make a meatloaf. Yeah, that's it. She just thought I've been talking and talking and talking and talking. I've been talking. Oh, it's 8:42. Y'all, I gotta make some phone calls. I got no, they're not real important phone calls, but I do need to make them because I'm trying to get my insurance card sent to me. I worked at McDonald's for 2 weeks. She said I worked there for 2 weeks. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I love my job. I used to love my job, and now I probably love it because that was my only income, and I had to survive, and I was living on my own. Yeah, he got to because I'm tired of cooking. I'm tired of cooking. I am tired of cooking, Lord. I am tired. Love my son to death, but I get tired of cooking. I want to cook when I want to. Then on top of that, I told you I'm not happy with my kitchen. So yeah, that's another one. But guess what, y'all? I gotta go. Let me get up all because I gotta make a phone call. Then I gotta go to the restaurant. So guess what? Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. Thank y'all for listening to me this morning. I know my sister's gonna be like, you didn't call me, tell you going live. I didn't even know you on live. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Friday. Oh no, y'all won't see tomorrow because I gotta be with my brother. We'll work it out. Like, share, subscribe, TT Squad. I gotta go.